Hello, friends, and welcome to another single-serving adventure from Queen's Court Games. I'm Aubrey, and tonight we have a jaunt through the world of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We'll be playing Each Year Young, a scenario written for the Buffy the Vampire Slayer TTRPG by yours truly. You can find more information about Buffy the Vampire Slayer and the game and everything by taking a look at the show notes. Now, while this isn't a horror scenario per se, there are some topics that certain viewers might find uncomfortable or objectionable. You can get a list of these topics by checking our show notes. The cast has been briefed on these topics and has had QCG's safety tools at hand. But make sure to keep yourself safe, take breaks if you need them. Well, now that that is all settled, let's meet our amazing cast for this evening. First up, we have most likely to draw occult symbols in their latte. It's Saffron.
Hello.
Next up, we have most likely to make a deal with a demon so they never have to sleep again. We have Dusty.
Yes, that's me, as I take a sip of an energy drink.
Most likely to realize the theater professor is a witch. It's Jen.
Hi.
And lastly, but not leastly, most likely to kiss a vampire is QCG's resident art star and queen of the court, Fee.
That's me. Hi.
Now that the cast has been introduced, let me tell you a story. Well, last session, the crew got a little bit more information about what was going on. Catriona got a phone call from an old contact, and then all of you got a little bit distracted by someone casting a truth spell in the middle of a college dorm that went horribly wrong, or horribly right, depending on how you take a look at it. Because college students should probably be more honest with each other.
It was right for the story.
That's true.
Because plot.
But it's been a little bit since that. It's been precisely 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks of school, especially after that first day, have kind of flown by. There are things that have been happening, and you've been working together. You've probably fought a couple of extremely small-time monsters. But tonight is the first chance that you have to breathe, per se, since that first day. And we open in the Griddle, a diner in this sleepy little beach town. Among the diner, the comic book store, and the coffee shop are really the only places to hang out, especially in the off season. So I guess my question is, have you all been here a while, or are you just arriving? Did some of you post up during the afternoon, try to get some work done, and then just meet everyone else, or also people just gonna avoid it?
Who would want to avoid the diner with
I
the
don't
crew?
know.
Exactly. I feel like I'm definitely the person that got there first, texted everyone to find out what they wanted, and then made sure to have it waiting for them when they got here.
Funnily enough, I think Paolo was actually there in a different corner doing some work on their laptop, responded to your message, and then just walked around and pretended like they just got there. And
Absolutely incredible. And I just look up and I'm just like, how did you?
I've been here the whole time. No, I haven't. I've been here for like 3 hours. I was doing work, but thank you for ordering. When I'm in the zone, I don't like talking.
So look, I heard this weird thing. I personally don't get it. Apparently people like to dunk fries in milkshakes, and I'm going to try it. If I don't like it, you're going to have to take either the fries or the milkshake from me.
This is an easy deal. Roll for milkshake.
I will roll wild card. I took a point in wild card.
Wild card for milkshake. I've probably been avoiding conversations with the group after the whole truth spell debacle. So it would take a direct invitation to get me, like, to the griddle. But I mean, Ari promising free food.
Free drinks. I think the invitation would have come in the form of me texting you, like as part of the group chat, being like, Paolo, Jen, November, what do you want to drink? And it was not so much an explicit invitation as it was an assumption that you are coming.
At the table, I look at Ari and just, so, who do you think's gonna get here last?
Well, my money's on either November or Jen.
Yes, but who? My $5 is on Jen.
I think Jen. Yeah.
Well then, no, that's no fun. Then I will choose November. So someone gets $5.
We could just bet for bragging rights, and we can both be right.
That's no fun.
Sure. Okay. Then you can have November, and I will have Jen.
I quickly text November, get your ass over here.
Speaking of drink orders, what is your character's drink order?
Well, all right, you got a shake, right?
I did. I got a milkshake and fries, mostly to try it. I am not so much a milkshake person, but I think after enough hedging and enough bullying from various people, I have finally decided to, all right, you know what? Screw it. It's a milkshake is like $8. I'll give it a try.
Yeah, it's like, what kind of milkshake? Are we just eating plain vanilla, chocolate, strawberry? Or are we going real weird with it?
Oh yeah, no, tell it. No. I think it'll be just your standard vanilla milkshake because even if I hate it, I will still have fries and a milkshake.
It's true.
One
you
of which
could eat them separately rather than together.
Or I can bully Paolo into taking one of them because I don't know if I could comfortably eat fries and drink a milkshake because milkshakes, from what I understand, are quite filling. So I think
all that heavy cream.
Yeah. So either way, I will have a delicious treat, either savory or sweet. Who knows? It'll still be a treat.
I have decided now on the spot that November really likes peanut butter. So peanut butter milkshake.
Peanut butter milkshake.
Okay, is that a thing?
Yeah. They're really good. Saffron, really like having... My weird quirk is that I really like eating vanilla ice cream with peanut butter as like a topping. It's delicious. It's a really good...
I hope you know snack. That I will be trying that at some point.
Yeah. So with Paolo texting, get your ass over here, I think I'm like, okay, I'm going. Maybe something really urgent. They really urgently need me and something's wrong, so.
And then after that, I also text Jen, get your ass over here, with 2 exclamation points.
Yeah, so when that text comes in, I think Paolo is going to get the same response that Ari got from me, which is just red, because I've been avoiding the group as well for reasons. In fairness, it's not entirely fair to the group that I've been avoiding them, at least Ari and Paolo. But the problem is, if I avoid Ari and Paolo, then I can absolutely avoid November, which I have been trying to do for 2 weeks. So it makes it a lot easier. And at this point, I'm still not sure that I'm gonna go, but I feel like I should go. But I also, I saw that November responded, so I assume November's going. So I'm definitely gonna be late if I do go. Um,
And then
and
I
I
send you another text that says, I got your favorite burger on me.
see,
Double cheese with bacon.
you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. So I don't. I just respond, fine, period. And that hopefully is enough to let everybody know that I am in fact coming, however begrudgingly.
I'm coming, but I'm not happy about it. Oh, you know the full stop at the end is always just going to make me be like, oh god, she's mad.
She's always mad. It's fine. She's
That's
mad,
fair.
but with like, where she's mad at us, like she's mad at her friends, like nice mad. Does that make sense?
The two of us, sure, yeah, I believe that. Um, I think they might be mad at November more on a slightly more personal level, but sure.
Yeah, we should figure that out. Well, they should figure that out. We don't
There was some.
necessarily need to get involved.
I
But
didn't
we
want to
should.
get involved, but then that truth spell happened, and I just kind of. But
Yeah, it's so weird. I should have seen it coming. Oh, well.
well, anyway,
Mhm.
I still think Jen's here last, and I will claim my bragging rights.
You're probably right. That was my initial idea, so I'll just give you the $5 now.
I don't want the $5. I just want bragging rights, and honestly, you get bragging rights too because you also called it.
Did I reverse pickpocket?
Sure. Let's do before I call the wrong skill.
Crime.
Yep. We'll do a dexterity crime roll.
Hell yeah, I love crime.
And if I could have my two remaining Scoobies, each roll me just a d10 and tell me the number you get.
Oh.
So, just my dexterity crime roll is 15 total.
Yeah, that's like what, 3 levels of success at least.
Four. That is
Four
a very,
levels.
that is a very good success.
So, all right, you'll find $5 in your pocket at some point later tonight.
And I will absolutely attribute it to me just not realizing I had $5 in my pocket, and we will continue on none the wiser.
Exactly.
I rolled a 7.
What did you roll, Jen?
4.
So November shows up first.
I come in, I've got my across the shoulder messenger bag, look around, just see Paolo and Ari. Okay, I'll come over. Is there a big a break in the case?
Oh no, your shake was melting.
Oh.
And I just hand you just like this mildly soggy shake.
By the way, I'm drinking. Balo's drink of choice is coffee, iced coffee, half mixed with orange juice.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Actually, the minute I see that, I get up and leave.
You know what? That's valid.
There are some things that are simply an affront to humanity, dead, alive or undead.
And I thought I was the demon.
Well, knowing that now, I just look at November, I look at Paolo's drink, and I just mouth to November, do something.
I take the drippy milkshake from Ari and I just go, um, everyone's you know, acting all extra chummy, I guess. We everything's just fine.
We could use a pick-me-up. It's been 2 weeks. We haven't had a real break. You and Jen are doing whatever you and Jen are doing. Paolo's drinking orange juice coffee. It's been a rough day.
Yeah, it's good. Why are you
I. Nope, not gonna go near that.
Listen, I've been busy too. Like, I've been trying to look more into this. It's kind of been coming out to a dead end. I've got some really weird clients lately that. So
Is it because of your orange juice coffee?
no, they don't know about that. I don't have lunch with my clients unless they're paying.
I think I've been actively avoiding getting a good night's sleep to try to avoid dreams. So
I don't know why you would ever do that.
All you gotta do is wake yourself up before you hit REM. Easy peasy.
Exactly. Lucid
You
dream.
know, just avoid the most restful part of sleep and you'll be fine.
Yeah, set a timer for like every 90 minutes or something and just.
So yeah, you probably would notice that November kind of always looks exhausted, but I look even more exhausted than usual.
Am I just bringing you 5-hour energies or like?
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is I've been stocking 5-hour energies in my backpack for you. And like every now and then, like if I like catch your eye across the quad, I'll just like lob one at you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll sit down and just go, Ari, I've never asked, do you just like have a like savings account just to buy us snacks?
So I have a Fiverr account. I use the proceeds from that to buy us snacks. Yes.
Do you do on Fiverr?
I lift things.
Okay, that makes
People
sense.
need heavy lifting done. I go and do the heavy lifting for $5-10. It goes into the PayPal account, the team PayPal account. We do have a team PayPal account, by the
You
way.
have a team
I don't know
PayPal
if I told
account?
you.
What?
Yes, and I just use that to do our snacks.
I look at the. We have a team. Do you know about this?
Oh.
Huh.
It's a really smart move, though.
A cat walks across the diner table.
Oh no.
There's cat.
There's cats everywhere in this town.
Surprising number of cats.
We're probably gonna find out there's some like cat king or something that's in charge of all of them.
I mean, you know what they say, cats, something, gatekeepers of the underworld, something.
And they're so cute.
Attracted to death,
Gatekeep,
something.
Cat boss.
And Jen, you walk into the diner at this time. And when you walk into the diner, all of your phones go off with a text message.
Oh, spooky.
Immediately look at my phone.
Yeah, it's in the it's in your all massive group chat. It is from Catriona saying, headed out of town for the night down to Newark to pick up Gideon from the airport. Let me know if anything happens. You would know a little bit about this. Gideon Post is bringing you all some of the first Slayer's, effects to take a look at, see if you can pull anything from, and whatever information he has as well.
think I feel like Jen is more like the thumbs up emoji kind of person, and I'm more of the let us know if he's secretly a demon, and then glancing over at November. Sorry.
Oh, you wouldn't know about, right? I still haven't told anyone.
Oh crap, that's right.
I mean, you do have Slayer sense, so you're just like, November's weird.
November's weird.
To be
Just
fair,
let us
I
know
could
if he's
point at
demon.
November and say that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, of course, as Team Psychic would. Gosh.
Yeah,
course.
clearly.
Clearly. So what is Jen's drink of choice?
Arnold Palmer, heavy on the lemon.
And what's your favorite burger that I already got for you?
I mean, Ari called it a double cheeseburger with bacon, right?
Yeah.
You gotta have all that protein. You know, it keeps you going.
But very important question: is Jen a put avocado on the burger person, or is Jen a don't touch me with an avocado ever in my life?
Ooh, I think she's actually kind of indifferent to avocado. She doesn't like. I don't seek it out. I don't like go crazy for it. But like, if it's on a burger that I want to eat, like they're not going to refund me for taking it off, so I'm just gonna get it and eat it, I guess. I'm not an avocado toast person though.
Well, that's why you can afford a house one day.
True story. That and the fact that you buy us drinks. That's, that helps.
Oh, and then when Jen comes over, because I make them come over to the table, I look at you. Do you know we have a Team PayPal account?
What? Since when?
Since 3 months after we came together as a team. And we remember that road trip that we went on to find that one monster. I think it was one of the bigger vampires closer up to the city. And we got to that gas station. We were like, oh man, if only we had the money. Yeah, I set it up after that. Because let me tell you, doing that like splitting the money thing, it wasn't working out. So I just figured it'd be easier if we just had like a group fund.
Well, you need. Well, if you're the only
No, I mean
one
that's really smart.
putting money in the group fund.
Oh, I'm not. Every time someone pays me back for something, it goes into the group fund.
Oh.
Hmm?
Wait,
make sure
but
to
if
put
people-
$5 in there.
But wait, if people pay you back and then you put the money that people pay you back into the group fund, that's still your money.
Well, yes, but I did it with the in the beginning. I was buying people's things with the assumption I'm not getting paid back. So really, it.
So it is all, in fact, your money, is what we're finding out.
Well,
Yes and no.
yes and no.
Okay, great. Great. Now, really important question, just so I know, what's the seating arrangement look like right now?
I do imagine this is like one of those big circular booths.
I think
Ours
Paolo
in
and
the
I are
middle.
probably. I think Paolo and I are probably like deep in it because we were here first. You would likely end up stuck next to November in some form.
Or opposite.
Oh, we could.
Or
I was
opposite,
gonna
yeah.
say-
Yeah,
yeah.
either-
opposite.
There really
Eye
is
contact.
there really is no good arrangement here in which you are comfortable. You are either next to each other or you are across from each other during the
And
uncomfortable eye
just
contact.
staring long, just staring into those eyes.
Yeah, I think I'm on like the innermost edge. Not like inner, but like furthest from the door, so I watched you come in.
So uncomfortable.
That's not uncomfortable at all. This is great. Yeah, okay, so then so the spot across from you is open then, is what you're saying. Great. Well then I kind of just give a little wave and then take a seat. Yeah. So how's everybody been?
Busy with school.
Yeah, me too. Really busy. Trying to focus on schoolwork this semester.
Yeah, that econ class has been killer, literally.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's really, really hard.
Did they find a replacement for that that after we dispatched robot professor?
Right now it's kind of this like interim, like she's a graduate student. So like, but she's not super comfortable with teaching, and it's like really obvious that she's not the greatest at it. I don't know what she wants to do post grad, but I don't think she should be a teacher.
Is it one of those professors that like stands facing the board and mumbles as they write on the board, so no one can hear them?
She does a little bit of that, and then when people are like, "We can't hear you," then like she kind of like overcompensates, and is just like really like she's not like doing anything on purpose. Like it's not malicious. It's just like she's very obviously uncomfortable, teaching a group of people.
I still think we should have let the robot teacher stay. Like they just wanted all the batteries in all the country. Could have made it work probably.
No, I don't think we could have, because so many of the things that I like in this world require batteries. That was not what I wanted to say, but here we are.
Well, Jen, I am very glad that you have the use of batteries for the things that you like in this world.
Battery-operated things.
Battery-operated things, like, smoke detectors.
Yep. That's
And, yep. Yeah.
Flashlights.
Smoke detectors, flashlights.
Phones. That's my phone. My phone uses a battery.
It detectively does.
Was you after lithium-ion too? Oh.
I just kind of assumed any and all sources of power.
Okay.
They did go for the hospital first. You're right.
I mean, depending on who you ask and what sorts of power you're talking about, that could also include people. So you know what? That's fair.
Yeah. See, just
Matrix with it.
As we've also established from this, and I kind of glance around to make sure no one's listening to us too closely. Granted, the things that we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of, what is everyone else's like food order? We got like two of them. We got the fries and milkshake. We've got the bacon cheeseburger. Paolo, November. What are your food orders?
November hasn't ordered any food.
Oh, your food will be brought to you because the people who run this place know all of you, and you've been here for a while. They will bring you your favorites.
I don't think November usually I don't know. Maybe I.
Oh, do you eat something other than food? Do you?
Jen.
Wait, no! I meant. Well,
where is my spray
guys?
bottle?
I gotta go.
I need to.
It's been a great game, guys. I gotta go.
So fun. So much fun.
Right back on the plane. Bye, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Paolo, what's your order?
I've already shown off that I have weird food tastes.
Yes.
So I specifically asked, not for French fries. They asked for, I call them JoJo potatoes, but they're kind of like the potato wedges that are seasoned, and they're kind of like fried up. I order a side of those and a side of tomato soup, and I dip the potatoes in the cheesy tomato soup.
That's the most normal thing you've had to eat all night.
Exactly.
That's actually very true. Yeah.
That sounds kind of delicious. I kind of want to try it.
They just like, it's crunchy, it's warm, it's cozy. It goes great with my coffee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this restaurant is just run by two very friendly old gay men, so,
We love it.
Mm-hmm. They definitely want to make sure everybody's having a great time, has whatever they want, so.
If I was being, passive-aggressive and spiteful, I might just order avocado, but I don't think I'm gonna do that.
You just get an avocado.
It's just one.
Yeah,
And
just
sliced.
sliced avocado. Just
Not even,
eat
just a whole
sliced
avocado.
avocado by itself.
Not you calling me out as a person, Jesus.
I mean I like the idea of you just like getting like avocado toast and then just like kind of being like, this is a thing that I never, no, I didn't ever get to have. We always had to have something else.
Yeah, but November, I'm not that like. I'm not that confrontational.
That's fair.
I have been avoiding you for 2 weeks, so I think it's just trying to keep the lowest profile possible at this diner that all our friends asked us to be at.
Amidst my eating, I just start talking. Like, I have my laptop open while I'm doing this. I'm just like, I was telling Ari, I had the weirdest clients this week. I have this DJ that keeps trying to hit me up on my website, and he keeps trying to ask me to figure out where the best place to do a set is at. And my psychic powers can only do so much. Their name is like DJ Fishface. They're not that good.
Yeah,
that's with a name like Fish Face.
DJ. The DJ is very important. DJ Fishface.
Is his name like first name DJ, last name Fishface, or is it like a stage name?
It's a stage name. I know his first name. He doesn't know I know his first name, but it's they're doing it for their business. I told them all the best places. Apparently the first one was better than the last sets he's had, which is wild because it was at a local park, but it worked out. Oh no, he's sending me another message. Oh no.
Well, you brought food and, kind of continue this conversation for a little bit. And eventually you all hear the sound of the door opening for the restaurant, and probably just kind of look up, just sort of in people who have been attacked before and are kind of slightly still paranoid at all times. At least the two Slayers will look up immediately at the sound of the door opening. I don't know about everyone else, but the two Slayers will see a familiar form standing in the door, kind of stretching and looking around. You'll see Desmond, the vampire, as he's sort of like scanning the restaurant, and he gets immediately distracted by one of the owners, because he came here a lot as well, and they recognize him. And so one of them just comes over and starts talking to him, seeing like how he's been. Do any of you do anything real quick before anything else happens?
I would actually
avoid eye contact.
No, I would actually reach over and I would grab one of Ari's fries, and I would actually chuck it at his head.
Okay.
I see this. I immediately shift my fries to where you're sitting, so that it's very obvious that the fry came from you and not from me.
Give me a let's do a strength doubled score.
Ooh, okay. Then that is a 22 for extraordinary.
Beam this vampire in the side of the face with a French fry. You throw it so hard it like crumples against his face.
I guess that's why they call you a vampire slayer. Damn.
Yep. Damn straight.
Yeah. And
No, you're not.
True.
He looks around, seeing this, and just goes, "Nice shot." And yeah, he's just like, "Yeah, just bring usual, whatever, it's fine." And he is going to saunter on over, and if somebody lets him sit, he will sit, and if not, he will just stand and look at all of you. So it's up to you if you decide which one is more awkward.
I'm right in the middle of the thing, so I can't move.
Yeah, I am not going to scooch over. I will not let Desmond sit down. I do not know how I feel about Desmond.
Okay, you know what? Let me do this. Somebody call high or low.
Low.
No, I don't let Desmond sit. I kind of like turn my body so my legs are kind of like dangling outside of the booth. And I just like, kind of like lean back a little bit. I'm sitting next to Ari. So I kind of like lean back against Ari's shoulder and I just say, "Hey Desmond, what's up?"
Actually, looking for Ollie Chucklefucks. And he reaches over and grabs like a chair from like one of the nearby tables, drags it over, turns it around and like sits on it.
Oh no, not the reverse sit.
Yep.
Of course it is.
Of course. Jen, you did ask me for a favor, and took me a little longer to get the info, but I got info for you. And, back in town, wanted to check in with my favorite group of people who don't murder me, so...
Well, we do what we can, and I'll swing my legs back into the booth and kind of like push plates in towards the center of the table, anticipating that Desmond may actually have like a paper or something to give instead of just like verbally spatting information at us, whether or not that's true.
Yeah. Reaching into his leather jacket, he grabs a folded piece of paper and is going to push it across to the center of the table and saying, the person who, the mortician who looked at the second body, I believe, owed me a favor. So I cashed that in for the coroner's report. He also, is a little strange and told me some other information that's not in that report.
Anything spicy?
You know how like how do I put this? People have like an energy. Yeah, it was like somebody sucked her dry of that energy. Along with eating the heart.
Oh?
I'd have led with that.
I look at the Slayers. Is that no? Is that...
No.
Oh, no?
Now, when you say sucking her dry, do you mean in the vampire style or simply in the...
Oh, there was a lot of blood.
Okay.
Like the energies a person has. Here's the
aura,
the aura, witchy shit. I don't know. I just drink blood.
Any chance there was an altar involved?
It certainly, from what the person said, looked like some sort of ritual setup. Candles, weird shit drawn in the ground. All that stuff. Kind of ritual circle drawn in blood.
Awesome.
Maybe more details about the ritual could give us a better pinpoint of the kind of magic they're tapping into.
Yeah, I mean, I can see if you can get me any more information, but there's some stuff in the coroner's report as well. I don't know, you might find it interesting.
Has he given us a copy of the coroner's report?
Yeah, it's folded up in like the middle of the table.
Yeah. I'm definitely just gonna like pick it up and take a look. Right in the middle of this diner.
I'm looking over your shoulder, just scanning everything. Anything besides an eaten heart? Anything else?
When Paolo says that at the volume that they say it at, I'm just gonna like kick under the table, just be like, bruh.
Hearts are very good in tacos. I don't know why you're overreacting.
Do you often whatever.
Give me an intelligence doctor roll.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, beans. I don't have anything in doctor, so it's just intelligence for me today.
Yeah.
You're the one who's reading it. Oh.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Wow, they sure are dead.
Yup.
You've never looked at a coroner's report before, and you're like, what does any of this mean? This also appears to be written. This person did not have their handwriting.
I was gonna say, you know what happens? It's the doctor handwriting that gets to me.
It's the doctor handwriting.
I'm
You're
just like, does that say eggplant? And I just hand it to whoever reaches for it, because I have looked at this. I have done my best. This is not my specialty.
It's not my specialty either.
Unless Paolo's giving it a read, I might take it and give it a glance.
I think I will like take it once I see Ari's look of just like the 50-yard stare through the paper.
Absolute confusion, just like the eyes glazed over.
And kind of like have it between us as I'm flipping through. I don't have doctor.
Yeah, just give me like a.
Well, I don't have doctor, but I do have knowledge. Could any knowledge that I have from my family being funeral home directors?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can add that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
Paolo, if you just want to give me like an intelligence roll.
Yeah, I have knowledge as well, just from being a nerd.
Well, that's an 8. I rolled really low,
Jesus.
so...
Any of you want to spend a drama point?
Hold up, remind me. Does the drama point bump it up by a certain number, or does it bump it
10.
up from a failure to a...
Then yes, I will spend a drama point.
I got
I think that
got a
gets
6
it to
as well.
excellent.
So.
What? Okay.
The gods hate us today. The gods just
Yeah,
are like, nope, fuck you all.
So that bumps it up to what, an 18, and that's
Excellent.
That's again. Yeah, that's excellent. So it takes you a minute to like unravel the handwriting of all of this, and you eventually do that, and this person clearly was affected by the brutality of this, the signs of cannibalism, and the heart being missing, the signs of it being eaten. The heart was did appear to be torn out of the body, and there was a strange kind of drug in her system at the time. The coroner could not identify what it was.
Did it have a chemical formula on it? Perhaps?
Yeah, it does, but it's kind of like it had kind of corroded slightly. So it was more rough. I like an idea. It was thinking it was some sort of thing to suppress something, especially with it as a role.
Oh god. Yeah, they sedated her. I mean,
interesting. But wouldn't a medical office know what kind of sedation it was? Sedation is not uncommon, right?
It could depend. Like my second cousin's uncle works in pharmacy, and so they that, and I watched Dr. Motel and looking at like all this stuff. Sometimes it doesn't last in the system if they take it at a certain point. Also, it could be easily confused for something like an anti-anxiety med or something like that. So,
I suppose, but a common sedative, they would know what it looks like as it decays in the body, right?
Then this must not be a common one.
Are more pointing to the fact she was likely a slayer.
Right. Okay. Director, I have a question.
Yes.
Are we aware of the 18-year-old thing with the Slayers?
I don't think so because
Okay.
because currently the way the Watcher Council works.
Is it doesn't.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't. Yeah, the way the Watchers Council exists anymore is it barely exists. It's a bunch of people who weren't supposed to be Watchers, a bunch of researchers and occult
But
and
because all the fucking watchers died, like
yeah, they're like, well, somebody has to kind of at least guide Slayers. So
yeah.
So the Watchers are like the Jedi, just shittier.
I
Somehow.
think shitty in a different way.
yeah, shitting a different way.
Somehow.
It's like the
Uh,
Jedi Council. Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah,
But yeah, anyway.
Anyway,
yeah, and
yeah.
like if it's an uncommon sedation, I mean, assuming that this is the same kind of like benzos or something like that to sedate someone mentally, I
I
think.
guess. I'm wondering if it's some kind of sedation for like if someone were to try and like do this to like a witch, like a way to keep her from using her powers.
Hmm.
Regardless, it may be some kind of supernatural kind of thing, so we should definitely do some research in the non-medical side of things.
Is there? I guess we should look into the books. I imagine y'all have books on like, and I'm gonna lower my voice, like potions or some shit. Is that what you call it? Potions?
Catriona has books on the magical properties of snail slime. She'll have
Oh,
something.
fascinating. Fascinating.
I
Okay,
mean,
20 minutes lectures. 20 minutes.
nice.
My thought is that if we're able to find out what this substance is, it could be something that was made and brewed like a potion, but it could be something that was also purchased. And purchasing of those ingredients, or that the substance itself, could potentially be a way to track these individuals. Though I know magic supply shops don't usually
Right.
have a card
Would we?
identification.
Is there one in the?
Yeah, like, is there like a
City?
magic box version or like a Joyzy alternative to the magic box?
Wait, isn't there one? Isn't there one in the city? Like an apothecary, quote unquote.
But yes, there is like the something esoterica store in the city. You're aware it's run by a woman named Bridget who's a little spacey sometimes. She really gets into the new age part.
I see.
Well, I mean, you have to if you gotta cater to the normal people too.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we should probably look into this. They're probably still open, right? Esoteric.
I'm not leaving until my milkshake is done.
Okay.
Is Desmond still here?
Yes. He's had food.
Amazing.
Food has been brought for him, and he's starting to eat.
So I think what happens, I just be like, okay, Desmond, you, and I realize that he's now eating.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind.
I mean, hey, it's been a while since I had this plate
Why are
food
you
from this place.
eating? Okay.
It's really good food.
Not very nutritious, though, perhaps.
That's not really the thing I have to worry about anymore.
Ari, you're eating a shake and fries.
I was told that I had to try it once in my life, and tonight seemed as good a time as any.
Not very nutritious, though.
I'll pick up a few slices of
Avocado.
from November's plate, and just like looking you directly in the eye, dip an avocado in my milkshake. Just...
See, I told you that wouldn't be that bad.
I look at you, and you can see just a little bit of pain in my eyes. That was fucking awful.
Oh, we need to work on your taste buds.
Orange juice coffee.
Yeah, no, it's delicious. It's not bitter. It cuts out all the bitterness. I could chug this.
That's what milk is for.
Ew! Disgusting!
And you guys say I'm the weird one.
As long as it's not
Anyways,
battery operated.
so I'm gonna look at both November and Jen. Do you think we should look into this tonight? Are y'all busy? Something we could all do together.
Yeah, the whole squad gather together again.
Uh, yeah. If everybody is available, we might as. I mean, we're all here together now, so might as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. See, I have your schedule, so I already knew you two were free, so you had to come along anyways.
Well, it's because you're
You know,
psychic and you know all these things.
Exactly. I psychically saw
It's
their schedule.
definitely not the synced Google Calendar that we all have.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Can we go to Catriana's or the Esoterica first?
Well, Catriana's getting
Um,
Gideon.
Yeah. How did she mention her ETA back home, or was it just kind of like I'll be back when I'm back?
It was kind of sometime tonight. And you both have a key to her apartment just in case you need to do anything while she's away or busy or anything. Yeah, that's where she keeps all of the real occult stuff is at her apartment.
I bet she regretted that when Ari had the first idea for a surprise birthday party. Anyway.
Yeah, probably.
I definitely probably had my key confiscated for a little while after that. I'm thinking maybe the shop first, because we don't know when they'll get back, depending on traffic, depending on so many things. And I think she'll be more likely to be able to help us if we come back with something to give her and this Mr. Post. And at least she's got someone to keep her posted.
Sounds good to me.
I will finish my shake and I guess let's go.
I'm nowhere near done with my burger, but that's okay because I will just grab a napkin and just like wrap it up and take it with me, and like eat it like on the way.
I think I don't quite finish my shake by the time we're ready to head out, but as I am seeing everyone start to pack up, I absolutely chug it, proceed to get brain freeze, and then whine about it for approximately 10 seconds, and then I'm good.
Tracks.
I do, for what it's worth, I do ask if Desmond wants to come along because if nothing else, secretly, I hope he says yes, because then I can pay attention to him instead of.
And I make a face about it.
Yeah, of course. That tracks.
Yeah, I mean, he will of course agree. He's just like, I got nothing else going on.
Awesome. Fantastic. And I will, I'll slide out of the booth, burger in hand, and kind of like grab him by the arm and lift him up, and we will head out of the griddle first.
Yeah. Someone leaves tip money behind, tip behind for the people who run it,
Yeah. Ari does.
Yeah,
She's the one with the fucking PayPal account access.
This is true. So yeah, you do, and the great part about a lot of the sort of where everything is in town is a lot of it is within walking distance of other things, and it's college town, and it's this early September night. It's just starting to get cool in the way where you're like, well, maybe I should bring a jacket. As you start to sort of trek across this sort of town square towards where this esoteric shop is. Got a couple of minutes walking.
I would like to stay a little back with specifically November and just look at them like, so you're clearly something's wrong. Clearly, I know that something's wrong. but how are you doing?
You know, Jen and I haven't really talked.
To be fair, you haven't really talked to anyone recently, so.
Yeah. There's some things I've been the summer with my family was a lot. I learned a lot.
Hmm.
So I want to be here to help share what I learned. You know, put that to good use, but it's also awkward.
Yeah.
Kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. And of course, like, I want you to take your own time on this. I think we would all be better off. Positively, I'm including, and I say this quietly, I'm including Jen in this. If we did have a more open conversation, I can't read everyone's mind all the time, Just remember, awkward is temporary. Feeling uncomfortable is usually temporary unless you prolong it.
Gotta rip the band-aid off, I guess.
Rip the band-aid, unplug the sinkhole, or something like that, I guess. Surprisingly not great at metaphors.
Just doesn't help that she asked Desmond to come along.
They're compensating. Look, neither of us need to be psychic to realize that you two are uncomfortable around each other. Do we need to like push you into a room and lock the door? Or would that be more dangerous than it is good?
That would probably be not safe for the room. I could imagine some doors being knocked down.
Okay. Well, if you need help, you could just like yell at us. Take your time, but I think you should just and I'm gonna walk a little bit further up and I'm gonna say louder, but still only where you could hear. Also, I have money on who talks to each other first. My money's on you, so
Ouch.
that is a lie.
So Jen, are you dragged Desmond along? Are you talking to him, or are you just sort of
Oh yeah, I mean the last time I really saw him was a couple weeks ago. And I will do anything to not be alone with November right now. So yeah, no, definitely catching up with Desmond, asking what he's been up to. Chatting about this, that, and the other thing, just trying to fill the air so I don't have to think about people. People. One specific people in particular.
One singular people.
One singular people. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, you've learned that Desmond's been keeping busy. He when you saw him last, just gotten back from New York, and he took a trip, probably to some other place in New Jersey, and following up some leads and trying to get some information for you, because you wanted to know a little bit about the coroner, so he was able to track somebody who knew the coroner. Therefore, get that information for you, and sort of just talks about that, and how honestly he's glad to not be in New York anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. It's a loud city that is just getting over smelling like piss for the summer. So
Yeah. And it's just like, it's worse when you're a supernatural being because there are so many supernatural beings, supernatural dick measuring all over the place.
All over the place. Yeah, nobody needs that energy.
Mm.
And at some point, like when the conversation ends up like, dwindling, I will ask him what the favor was that he was owed. Like what he did to be owed a favor.
He was like, he goes, well, I helped him with there were just, I guess it was before the Slayer, there were some rowdy vampires who were causing far too much trouble for themselves and would eventually have gotten, I don't know, some sort of, there's so many groups now that like hunt supernatural beings. Like one of those pulled on them, and he didn't really, he's a demon himself, so he kind of like likes it, and he's got a good place with that job because it keeps him fed.
When he says demon, I will just kind of like instinctively like cast a little side eye at November and then just like get right back to the conversation. Just a small, tiny, tiny, tiny little thing. But that's it.
Yeah, well, and then at some point he'll just be like, so yeah, how's Ari been?
Fine, taking 5 jobs and lifting heavy things in her spare time and kind of just being a crew mom, I guess. Thank God one of us has to be, and I don't want that job. So, she's still kind of concerned about, the guy, the puppet dude. But, we haven't seen it. I mean, it's been relatively quiet, all things considered. So I think she's actually been doing better recently because there hasn't been a ton to take her mind off of school and stuff. But I mean, we're about, and I'll look at my watch, but I'm not wearing a watch. And I just say we're about 2 weeks out from when everything is supposed to go down. So I can only assume that the stick up her butt will go way, way, way higher over the coming weeks. So
yeah, well, I gonna be around, so do you need anything? Let me know. And I know
well,
that she's not going to.
well, one of us is supposed to die, and I'll kind of like gesture between myself and Ari. Or maybe both of us, who knows? So, I mean, if you're
Like
around and you
a
could
weird
not let
two
me
for one
die.
deal.
Yeah, 2-for-1 Slayer special.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're around and you could help me not die, that'd be cool. But,
I mean,
no
you are my
worries if
second
not.
favorite Slayer, so.
Oh, wow. Second?
Yeah.
Wow. And I am just gonna like kind of shove him a little bit as we're walking.
Yeah. Sorry, you could probably hear from the majority of that. I don't imagine you're all walking that far apart.
Yeah, I think, Paolo, you notice me just pause just for a second, like the rhythm of my steps is a little bit disrupted. And this strange flash of... You don't see Arya looks... you don't see me look sad very often, but there's just a little bit of that.
I look at you and just kind of like do the single eyebrow raise, like questioning.
Don't you fucking side on me. Eyes on the road.
No.
You're walking.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, look for them things that want to kill us.
Mhm.
Are there things that want to kill us, by the way, director?
Give me a perception check.
Only I could find my character sheet. There it is. Which window is that in?
was-
Okay, beautiful. Is that
was
notice? Notice perception or just perception?
That is perception notice.
Beautiful. Let's see how this goes. I have to roll real bad for it to be that bad. Okay, that's mediocre. 11, so decent.
You don't see anything. It's a relatively quiet night. You see a bunch of college students enjoying themselves. There are people heading towards the beach. There are people just sort of like hanging out. There's like a busker in this sort of city park that a bunch of people are like hanging out around.
Cool. I definitely turn my attention very pointedly towards anything but them behind us.
Yeah. As you're walking by, you hear, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Boo.
And eventually you find yourselves across the park and standing in front of the Esoterica. It is still open for a little bit longer.
Cool. We just go in, right? We're not gonna do any. We just didn't want to talk to them, right?
Yeah, we just wanted to see if anyone had bought anything that could potentially be mixed together to create a murder compound.
Yeah, casual.
Mm-hmm.
The usual.
Yeah. Yeah, as you open the door, the smell of patchouli hits you. And yeah, this place is someone burns incense at a constant rate in this store. It doesn't smell bad, but it smells. Like, those, and you see Bridget, this woman in her mid-30s, who's run the shop as long as all of you can remember. She knows all of you. So she's just gonna be like, let me know if you need anything.
Thank you. Actually, we had a question for you.
Yes?
How do I put this? Jen, you're better at this. Well, okay. Having you just say, has anyone purchased murder herbs is easier than me saying, has anyone purchased murder herbs? I guess I just said it, didn't I?
Fine. Has anybody purchased murder herbs?
Murder herbs, if you will.
Yeah, I feel like you will have to be more specific with that.
So not the kind that you put inside of like a pipe or something. The kind that you put in something that will murder someone.
I mean, there's a lot of herbs out there that can murder someone if you have them in high enough doses. Aconite, wolfsbane, all that stuff. Pretty poisonous.
Has there been anyone stranger than us come into this store recently?
Hold on. Anybody new to the store?
That's also strange.
Anybody that you haven't seen around here coming in the last 2 weeks?
Thinks about it and just goes, it's really hard to tell with, the end of tourism season and the start of school, we're getting into those last vacations. There was a woman who about a week and a half ago came in and bought some stuff. I don't remember what she bought, but I had certainly never seen her before.
You're telling me that you can't remember somebody that you haven't seen before coming in and buying stuff that could potentially be murder herbs? Because that feels like something that I would be aware of, right?
I mean, I don't make a habit of selling poisonous herbs. I don't sell wolfsbane or aconite or anything like that. I mean, like, are these herbs that in high enough doses kill someone? Were we...
Maybe some sort of sedation?
Of like maybe... Or... someone has... when some people have like an extra sense and they want to sedate that? Obviously you know about this.
Slayer?
Okay.
Well, that's a sentence. That's a phrase that just came out of their mouth. So.
And do you sell anything for that?
Well.
And she looks at you and just goes, if I were to do something like that, I don't know if I would use herbs. Slayers heal quickly. You'd have to dose someone in an incredibly high dose to get it to stick around in your systems for any time at all. I mean, there's a lot of herbs that in mixes and high enough doses that could, do something like that. I mean, most herbs that you can find in a, ashwagandha, royal basil, things like that. Those are all things that suppress the adrenal response, like maybe something like that. Or there's some that also just like make people tired. Like it's not what I would use if I were to go after a Slayer. Not that I go after Slayers.
Well, what would you use?
I would just use magic.
Oh. Do you have cameras?
I mean, fair point.
No.
Fair. ACAB, I get it, but it wasn't really helpful right now.
I did, and then I did a spell and it fried all of my electronics, and I haven't replaced a bunch of stuff since then.
Do you need them replaced? We could help you with that. For a price, obviously.
It's fine. I mean, like, no one breaks in here anyways, so.
And at this point, I'm gonna reach over. What did November do with the coroner's report?
Probably put it in my messenger bag that I have.
Okay. I'm because I don't want it to be weird in front of the shopkeeper. I will turn to look directly at November, and I'll just say, "Hey, November, can I get the coroner's report?"
Yeah. I pull it out.
I'll hold out my hand.
Give it, like, so I don't touch your hand, just, like, hold the paper out that you could grab the paper.
Like the...
And I will, I'll grab it and turn back around and just kind of, like, lean in real close to the shopkeeper. And then I'll, like, open it up. Well, okay, first it's closed, and I put my hand on top of it, and I'll say, okay, so here's the thing. I know this is like a really weird line of questioning, but here's what's happening. There is some crazy stuff going down across the country, and somebody is targeting Slayers. And there's this coroner's report, and it was talking about some weird compound that they couldn't figure out. And I don't know if you know anything about coroner's reports, but if I were to show you this, if I were to open up this coroner's report and show it to you, would that help you maybe like ring a little bells, just jog your memory, maybe see if you can be of help to us in any way, shape, or form?
I can try. I mean, I mentioned that like about a week and a half ago, a woman I'd never met before. I think she might have been a witch. She at least seemed to know what she was talking about.
What do you remember? But you don't remember what she bought?
Ritual candles, basic spell casting stuff.
Jen is asking these questions of Bridget. Can I like just watch her really closely and see if like I can tell if she's lying, like if she's or at least withholding information. Trying to see if I can use some of my empathy here.
Yeah, give me that empathy roll.
Okay, that's better. 6 plus. Oh, okay. So that was 14. So it's good. It's a level 3.
Alright, if 14, yeah, she doesn't seem to be lying. And the woman goes, Bridget goes, she's looking it over and she's trying to see if anything, and she said to Jen, this person bought ritual candles, basic spell supplies. It was probably a witch that she'd never seen before. And she is shuffling around, and uh she has like a log book and stuff. So she's like flipping through that and seeing if she can remember. And so she goes, okay, this woman, she said her name was Alice. That she just looking for some basic spell supplies. And that's what she got. No herbs that could, in high doses, suppress anything or kill anyone. It was, classic sage and other things like that.
How was she acting?
I mean, like a normal person. I literally didn't think anything of it until you said she wasn't being, cagey or anything. She paid with a card. There was I saw the last name. Clay, I think.
Scribble.
Do you happen to have that transaction history up? I know this sounds like identity theft, but it's much deeper than that.
I have. I mean, please, at this point, give me some sort of persuasion check. You're trying to convince this person to give over very sensitive information, so give me a we'll do a.
Did I sell you on something to do with crime?
Well, what about influence? Does anyone have influence?
Yeah, does anyone have influence?
I have some influence.
I've got an amount of influence.
Is it greater than 0?
Sure
yes. Yes. It is approximately this many. So
Oh.
More than I.
We'll do like a willpower influence.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Cool. I can do that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just going straight to social media.
Good call.
That's fair.
Looking at check-ins, all that stuff.
Unfortunately, did not roll as high as I'd like. That's only good. But I'm kind of gonna be a little pushy, I think. And just like kind of be like, it's at this point, like, we don't have any leads and we are looking for somebody who could be incredibly dangerous. So you might be doing us a huge favor, but also think about how much it would suck if she was in fact who we were looking for, and she caused way more harm by being let to do whatever it is that she's going to do.
We're going the classic guilt route, I see.
Also, we're not narcs.
Well, yes, we are also not narcs. But
Yeah. So what exactly were you looking for from her? Like, you were like transaction history?
The transaction number that will lead to the card info. The card info. I have some computer stuff. I, in game, would know how to reverse search and engineer that through some backdoor systems that may or may not be considered legal in some eyes.
Okay. She will at least give you the transaction number from her like little clover machine thing that she has. Or she's got like a square. She's got
Yeah.
like the square. She had an iPad.
Rectangle.
That's what she uses. Yeah. And Ari, you said you were just taken to social media?
I am taking to social media, looking up anything to do with that first and last name that we have. Specifically using I'm looking not only in our region, but also in the states/areas that have also been affected by this. I say serial killing as if we don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
I mean, this ritual killing, you can,
the cult murders.
The cult murders, yes. Give me an intelligence computers roll. And also, Paolo, you will need to probably actually be on an actual computer rather than your phone to look this up. So we get that soon.
Yeah.
But you could social media stalk someone from anywhere.
This is true.
So the bad news is I only have a +3 to that. The good news is I rolled a 9, so that ends up being a decent success.
It's a decent success. It'll at least give you some information. You pick up an Alice McClay.
Oh, I only heard Clay. I didn't hear the first syllable. Oh my. Okay, moving on.
You pick up, that was
I know who that is.
Oh yeah, we do.
Saffron knows who that is.
Oh yeah.
That was recently passed through Marlin Bay.
Awesome. Excellent. Okay.
There was
so,
a photo. She posted a photo on the beach.
Okay. So
That's how you find her.
Ignoring the fact that my player knows who this is. Ari, back to Ari. I will real quick pull up this person's profile. And just kind of beckon the rest of our little crew. Hey, check this out. I think this matches the name. And I scroll past a couple of the check-ins. I think this might be the person.
Oh, okay.
And I show the shopkeep. Yeah, I'm like, is that her?
She goes, yeah, that's her.
Awesome, thank you.
When was the last post?
When was the last post, Director?
It was the same day she bought the.
Okay.
So it was about a week, about a week and a half ago.
What was the post?
It was
gonna murder some people. Oh.
It was the photo on the beach.
Gonna murder my thirst at the grill.
Going back in the timeline, do we see any posts from other states that maybe have had murders in them?
Any lines of power?
Yeah, I tagged lines of power. No.
I mean, hey, some people tag themselves doing weird things.
Yeah.
Sent from my toaster.
Well, so going back, it's interesting. There's some stuff. The only one that really stands out is she was in California around the same time as the first body.
Can I real quick wave Desmond over and have him take a look? Do you see anyone in the background that matches up with the Vic?
I have his stats, so I will roll for him, see what he notices.
My perfume.
Cocked. And so he as you're looking through these photos, and he eventually takes your phone a little bit can I, and then does the thing where you enlarge the photo and
enlarge and enhance.
Enlarging it, you grab and you stretch, and he's looking with his special vampire eyes, apparently, because he rolled a 10, and then adds all of his stuff, and he goes, that might be the first one. And it's the photo in at it's a music venue.
Is this it might be if you squint real hard and close your eyes, or it actually might be?
I mean, I'd have to see a better version of the photo.
Let me just enlarge and enhance it, huh?
Yeah, same from what my contact was able to get me. That looks relatively like the same shirt she was wearing. less blood, and
Wait,
same hair
hold on.
color.
Important question. Fudge muffins. I'm not part of this conversation.
I mean, you could probably hear
you're
it. This thing
nearby,
is
like,
not
you're
big.
right there.
Okay, great.
This thing is tiny.
Okay, so and Desmond is not quiet. So I'm gonna like come on over and I'm gonna like grab the phone. And I still have the coroner's report in my hand. Stop it! And I'm gonna open up the coroner's report and I'm gonna read the name and I'm going to quickly do like open up like the tags and see if she's tagged, if her name is tagged in that photo.
Call higher or low.
Or I will also
low.
November.
Well, I was gonna come over as well and look to see if it was like a location was tagged, and this person also like tagged that had posted their own photos in that location. We need we should probably find the social media accounts of the people who died, shouldn't we? That would
that's a really good idea.
Look, we're really bad detectives. I'm really good at killing vampires, but like not much else. So
how are we bad detectives? We have 2 psychics.
Yeah, I am relegated to 1 good idea a week, and this was it.
To answer one of your questions, no, she's not tagged in the photo. But if you search the Slayer's, that first Slayer's social media and all of that stuff, you do see that that was the last photo that she ever posted, as a photo of her getting ready to go to the show.
Wait, the first Slayer who was killed?
Yes.
Not the second Slayer who was killed.
First Slayer who was killed.
Okay.
Well, this is pretty good evidence and pretty good lead.
It's either the world's biggest coincidence or, the first solid lead we've had in a while.
No such thing as coincidences. So, excellent. Do we want to... You should head out and so I can look up some more info, right? You want to look up more info? Cool.
Yeah, no. I think we've probably gotten all that we can get here. And I'll turn to Ari and I'll hand her back her phone and I just say, "Do you need anything while we're here?"
Actually, and I turn back to Bridget. Do you have anything to ease sleep at all?
I'm sure I've got something. Are you looking to make it into like a tea or something?
Well, what's the best way of doing it? Because I heard that a tea before sleep. I'm just looking to get rid of some nightmares.
Alright. Have you been having nightmares?
No.
It's a preventative measure.
I mean, I think I've got some valerian root. I mean, you probably mix that in with tea, or whatever, before you go to sleep, and it might help with that.
Perfect. I'll take a 2 weeks worth, please.
And she'll go and like measure out a thing of this herb, and she'll
You
say
take PayPal.
It's on the house.
Well, thank you. I'm just like going to pull out my phone and get it and looking for the PayPal QR code.
$5 falls out of your pocket.
I was like, oh, hey, $5.
So you have.
I will just tuck the valerian root into my bag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do that, and you can leave the esoterica, and Bridget, I guess, probably finally close up. And so the question is, where are you off to now? Are you going to go to Catriona's apartment where you know the books are and where you can kind of set up and start working and researching?
I think that's probably a good idea.
They probably have the space for some rituals.
We should
It-
probably also just be here to receive Mr. Gideon Post.
Yeah.
We will have to leave Desmond for reasons.
He'll
Uh,
live.
yeah. So, say goodbye to Desmond, tell him not to be a stranger, etc., etc.
And he'll give you a salute and say, "Number hasn't changed. Feel free to message me if you need anything. Guess I'm just gonna go root in a graveyard again."
You could always brood somewhere else.
Yeah, but this place doesn't have like a fun music club that I could brood at. It's
If
either
only.
I brewed in the coffee house, I brewed in the graveyard.
There's a nice little internet cafe. I think it's 20, might be 21 hour, but I think it's 24 hour.
I'll go check it out if maybe he'll let me brood there. Says with a smile.
Always with the brooding.
And you're welcome to join me. Communal brooding.
Well, that just sounds mildly dirty.
Yeah.
Finger guns. As the group splits and you all head over to Catriona's apartment, it's a very nice condo. Clearly, whatever remains of the Watchers Council is very good to her. And you all have the spare key. You let yourselves in. You turn off the alarm. And there are books. There are places to set up. And before we go anywhere else, Paolo, if you could give me that computers roll.
Yeah. Should I do just computers or
Intelligence computers.
all right. Not rolling a d20. Let me put that over here. That's pretty good. That's going to be 13.
13. You are kind of able to track the card. You pull up a number of transactions from the same card. It's not like all of them. There are a couple like for motels and or supplies, food all across the United States. None of them are in the same, like the only one that's in the same city is the ticket for the music venue that you've connected her and the first Slayer to die to.
Do I have the most recent transaction?
The last transaction was made on this card was at the Esoterica.
Okay. Yeah, I would look. Okay, so there are transactions. Looks like they line up pretty well with a road trip across the United States, starting in California, and then most recently here, they stopped at a couple gas stations, a Motel 6, a Motel 5.
4, 3, 2, 1. Is there like?
No, just 5
Okay.
gross.
Okay.
Like, in the middle of nowhere. Most recent was there at the Esoterica.
How many days
So-
ago was that?
7?
A week and a half, like 10 days ago.
10 days ago.
There's a chance she's not actually still in town.
Any chance there's a charge from like today somewhere?
No, at least not on here. These transactions, it only allows me to look at so many in this case. But I mean, it
Do you
seems
have
like
a-
we got the person.
Do you have a phone number available that you can get to?
I'll look at a phone number.
I would say you don't have that information for what you rolled.
No. Wait. No.
Can you like divine yourself a phone number using your psychic stuff?
Maybe.
Well, do it.
Sure. Can I, going through this and cross referencing both their socials and this. Um, Look up to see. Oh, can I hack into their social media account? Hack by brute forcing
Um,
their password?
so you can try. That will be a more challenging role.
Mhm.
Um, so it is going to be at a -2 to your roll if you want to attempt that.
You do have
Yeah.
drama points, right?
I'm more than willing to spend a drama point, but let me roll first. I mean, that was an okay roll. So I will spend, it's the same roll, right? Intelligence computers.
Yes,
Okay. So with that roll, that's gonna make it with a drama point spent, that's gonna be a 21.
a 21.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's say you can get into her social medias. You
Yeah,
can get
and
into her book
I'll do
face.
that. I'm gonna do on the book face, the password recovery, which has the phone number.
Mhm.
It's gonna confirm the phone number, and then I'm gonna decline sending it so they don't get an actual message. And it's like, got it. I guess their password. I looked into the space and I found it.
I'm biting my tongue so hard right now. Hmm.
Is there a chance that while uh Paolo has been doing all this research
Mm-hmm.
and Ari is like watching over their shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
that I could have been like, hey Jen,
Yes, there is.
Hey,
like got
Jen,
in,
what?
just like do you remember what you said to me on the first day of school?
uh, probably high. Uh,
That you thought we should talk?
oh, you mean this that you mean like 2 weeks ago. That
Yeah.
so not like the very first day, but like
No, not when we met the first
uh
time.
yes. Yes, I do. And our schedules just haven't lined up since then. So but hey, it's how fortuitous then, I guess, that
Our
that we
friends
are
pushed us
here.
together.
That we are here at the same place and the same time. That's yeah.
Does Catriona have like a balcony or something, or like a
Yeah,
different? Yeah.
there's like a balcony you can go out to.
Let's let's get some fresh air.
Yeah. All right. Sure. And I'll stand up and just kind of like look just like over November's head because I assume that he's kind of like on his way over. So I'm gonna like look above him over towards Ari and Paolo as like a are you sure nobody needs me kind of thing before continuing because Ari and Paolo say nothing in this moment like the motherfuckers they are.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just hold up an ace of spades, Paolo?
Ace of hearts.
Ace of hearts. Oh, okay, sorry. Well, even better. Um, great. But yes, I will follow November and we will head out towards the balcony.
So,
So,
you get up to this summer?
What did I get up to this summer? Uh, oh gosh, just spent a lot of time working, trying to stay busy. There was that weird Mothman incident, but that got taken care of pretty quick. Uh, I wish that had gone on for longer because it's way more interesting than working at the ice cream shop. But and then I just you know, spent a lot of time being really mad all summer. So
Yeah.
that was fun. How about you?
Went home. Spent it with my family. So I asked my mom a lot of questions.
Yeah. I hope you got answers that you were looking for.
Well, the good thing is I confirmed that, I don't. As far as I know, I'm not evil. There's no. Everyone. She assured me, oh, we're just peaceful demons. But
we've seen Desmond, right? We've got peaceful vamps. So who's to say that peaceful demons aren't a thing too? Uh,
I learned, you know, my visions, my dreams, they're as part of my heritage, my bloodline, my family. Is how I can see what I see, and you know it's not. I feel like you should know, maybe, what I can do, why I can do what I do. Because you already left, so I already left.
I already left. That's fucking rich. That is so rich that you would say that to me.
I saw. No, I felt you leave, Jen.
In your dream. In your dream. You're mad at me because I left you in a dream. Do you know how psychotic that sounds? Oh, how
It's
you're
not
being mad at me for dream, Jen?
Because it's not a dream, Jen. It's the future. It's the truth. It's what you are capable of doing.
Sometimes dreams are just dreams, right?
Well,
Why can't they just be dreams?
the flayed body of that girl was not just a dream.
Okay, cool. So we're 1 for 2 then. One's a dream, one's not a dream.
I've had more than that. I've seen more than that. And I felt them.
And you're batting 100. Every single dream that you have ever had has come true. Is that what you're trying to say to me? Every single one.
Wow.
I'm so glad that you decided that protecting yourself was the most important thing. That you decided that giving me the chance to do better, to be better, to not be Dream Gen wasn't an option. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Do you know how much I fucking hurt because of this choice that you've made? This choice that you took from me. Every single day of the summer, every single day that I have to see your face, every single day, all I think about is everything that we were, because we were so good together. Every moment that I was with you, it made me so happy, which is not a feeling I often feel. And then it was ripped away because you had a dream. And that's fine. That's fine. You know what?
I'm eating them. I drink up their memories. That's how I can see.
What are you talking about?
The reason my parents run a funeral, my mother is the head of a funeral home is because the kind of demon she is eats up the dead. Not their blood, not their body, their energy. You really want to be with someone who does that? Who has been doing that unintentionally since the moment you met her? The very first case we had, the dead bodies that I found, that I knew stuff about them that I didn't know I knew, is because I was I have her memories. I have the memories of... That's how I can see what I see. And... You know, it's... My mom promises it's a way of honoring them. It's people who've passed naturally. She gives them a nice coat of makeup, makes them look alive again, and then takes it all in. And I can't barely stand myself that this summer I sat with her and I saw the entire life of a 6-year-old painter who lived such a full life, and I drank it all in, and it felt so good. I felt the strongest I'd ever felt. How can you say that you want to be with me. When that's what I can do.
I can kill people with a piece of wood. I don't... Like, you're trying to make it out like you're this terrible, awful, horrible person. I don't get it. You're not hurting anybody. I'm not sure I see the problem.
You have... That's the problem, then. You don't have any respect for the people you've killed. You don't think that you could have saved them?
No.
No, they're all just demons. They're all just vampires. They're all just bad guys to be taken care of.
No, stop it. That's not...
I know how fun being a slayer is to you. It's never been scary, has it?
No. It's all about protection at the end of the day.
You've never thought about how you could die. Jen, there is
well, sure.
a family, a cult that is coming to this town and is probably going to kill you. And if I'm around, if you are killed, there'd be nothing left of you. Because I just eat you all up. I mean, I could try. I'm trying to be focused and win and know when it's happening and know when I'm doing it, but you don't know. I have to carry all these people with me. It doesn't feel like an honor, it's a burden. And I don't want you to feel like that. I want you to be your own person.
I guess what I don't understand through all of this is if your dreams are predictions for the future, you seem to think that they are unchangeable, right? That they will happen. And yet, you broke up with me. Ergo, your dream did not come true.
They're not set in stone per se.
Oh, they're not. So they're changeable then. So we could have overcome something together, is what you're saying, with a little bit of work and a little bit of effort. And...
Do you still want to be with me? Do you think you could ever forgive me?
At this point, to avoid the question, I'm going to actually push November up against the glass and I'm just going to kiss him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, me and Paolo just like...
And as one of you pulls back from the kiss, you sort of look out over the parking lot of this this condominium, and you watch as Catriona's car pulls in. Uh, and Parks. And then I think we'll figure out what happens next time. All of those lovely heightened emotions.
Oh my god.
Now we'll do the lovely thing of letting everyone tell you where they can find you, where you can find them on the internet. And we'll start with you, Saffron, after that really amazing performance.
I feel actually flushed right now.
I know. I'm like so warm. Just like, oh my god.
Oh gosh. Okay. Hi, I'm Saffron Heftigau. My user social medias everywhere is Gaub Hefta, GAUBHEFTA. I do things. I do the things. I am a audio and video editor and producer, and I have made 3 actual play seasons with Midnight Ceremonies Media, which you can find at midnightceremoniesmedia.com. And that's the main thing for now. Yeah.
And then next we have Dusty.
Hello, hi, I'm Dusty. You could find me all places online at Dusty E. Hill. You could also find me doing some work with Goblins and Gays, as I am both cast, a co-producer. I am part of Our Blood of Kings, which is Complete Pathfinder 2nd Edition season, story, campaign, all finished. We're now on Tyrant of the Dark Star. Very spicy, very good. You should go check that. You can also check me out at Bring Your Own Mech, a Lancer actual play, where I just play the worst person. Some people may not even be able to find a good thing to say about them. Also, in the Wavering Force, a Star Wars podcast using 2nd Edition Pathfinder. Things are going over there. It's wild. And yeah, one other thing, check out my itch. I write games. At some point, there'll probably be a new game in my profile, probably when this airs. If you like chef competitions and hate Bobby Flay, check it out. That's it.
And then next we have Jen.
Oh, fuck, that's me. Hi. Hello. I am Jen. I can be found at Jenberg on pretty much all socials. Things that I do include, but are not limited to, actual play performance, production, logistics, and general overseeing. I do a lot of community and record keeping, setup, and management, specializing in Discord and Notion. Other places you can find me include running things over at Girls Run These Worlds, which is a TTRPG AP channel dedicated to uplifting the voices of women and femmes, with also a priority on diversity and intersectionality. That is a fucking mouthful. I can also be found on Kat Allure-Mistress's channel on our bi-weekly Mythic Odysseys of Theros campaign. Long term, we should be on season 3. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Come watch us.
Hi, and then V.
Hey, that's me. You all know me already, and if you don't, welcome to your first time watching anything by QCG, I suppose. But my name is V. You can find me anywhere on the internet at V is for Vampire, because my name is V, and I like vampires. I do pretty much everything over here at QCG, short of, I don't know, audio stuff, which is Aubrey's department. So the rest of it, all the art and stuff, though, if you like the overlay, that's mine. If you like any of the art that you've seen so far from this, it's probably mine too. You can also find me, doing stuff all over the place. I've been on Red Moon Roleplaying. I've got a thing coming out soon, TM, with Other Sider Studios. I've been on Roleplaying Public Radio a bunch. So there's so much content of mine for you to go check it out. But definitely keep track on socials if you want to see everything that's coming out when it does come out. But also, of course, everything over here at Queen's Court Games, at Queen's Court RPG on Twitter, and at Queen's Court Games literally everywhere else. Yeah, that's me. But of course, we cannot finish our sign-offs without tossing it back to Aubrey, our fabulous director, for the evening, as we were just letting us be our wonderful, wonderfully gay, tragic selves. Aubrey, if people want to hear more of your tragic gay stories, or see you playing your own tragic gays, where can they do that?
Well, you can find me all over the internet at Mad Queen Cosplay or Mad Queen, depending on the website. As I said, Goblins and Gays, I run things over there. If you want to see Pathfinder in a Bloodborne-inspired setting, go listen to Tyrant of the Dark Star. If you want to see it in a Ancient Greece-inspired setting, go listen to Blood of Kings. They're all tragic and gay. And you can also see me playing a very tragic gay over soon-ish. I believe City of Smoke will be coming back for its season 2. And that will involve me playing my budget Tremere again. And she had nothing but great, amazing things happen in season 1. All of that. And then I play, you're just fucking, just the messiest sword lesbian over on Bring Your Own Mech. It's so messy. I've somehow found my way into a marriage and a polycule. And yeah, that's everything else you could find links to on my social media. So yeah. And yeah, we'll see everyone next week, I guess.
Yeah, oh my God. We're gonna go now and we are going to decompress ourselves and have our little post-game chat, exclusive Patreon content. If you're not a patron, why not? You can get this wonderful content for as low as $5 a month. You can hear all of us. We're probably gonna start screaming. If I had to guess, that's probably how this is going to start, with just a whole bunch of screaming. So if you want to hear that, definitely go check it out. It'll be live right now. It goes live the same time that the episode does, so you can't miss it if you are subbed to our Patreon. So definitely go check that out, patreon.com/queenscourtgames. Link is going to be in the show notes if you need it. Yeah. Until next time, bye for now.
Ah. Ah.
Ah.